I was just telling Predhead here, right there, I'd rather he eat my face off than I ever read a comic like this again. This is Clementine Lives. It's the continuation, if you want to call that. Wait a minute. I just had a genius idea. I don't want to jump ahead of the ball game here, but I just had a genius idea. Clementine Lives. The hint is in the title. It's not even Clementine. This is a body snatcher, and it's going to be one of the aliens. Kirkman always said it was aliens that started the zombie apocalypse, and Clementine is just not acting like Clementine in this. I think it's genius now that I think about it. It's not Clementine. An alien killed her off panel before this started, and we're going to find out that, she's really an alien because any other outcome would just be absolutely ridiculous. It's probably one of the worst Walking Dead comics, single issues, anything comic related that I've probably read. Not only visually, the art is crap. I made a joke out of the thumbnail because you get really cool looking Clementine from variant covers from the video game. Obviously had a really cool look. You get that, and then you go to this, and it's kind of like, oof. And I know it's a personal preference. There's a stylized. I don't know anything about the writer, artist, the team, one person, two people, five people. I don't know who put this book together, but I do know that this is usually for more very independent. Oftentimes people use it as a style. It's basically where you do the lettering, and it's like a 10-year-old did lettering. If a 10-year-old was doing a comic book, it's a personal style, and I know there's a lot of popular comics that do that style. I personally can't stand it. It's one thing I'll mention here. I find it torturous to read lettering like this. However, I'm only going to mention it, and I'll keep it moving because for some weird, insane reason, people actually like that type of lettering. I don't know, but this is what we get. Visually, just look at Clementine. I was kind of hoping she would just stab AJ. She might as well, because as soon as he turns around, she stabs him in the back. We spent seasons in the video game building this bond between Clementine and AJ. And in this preview, which is a bridge between, from what I understand, the video games and a big book, a graphic novel that's coming out next year, I'm not going to read it. Obviously, the graphic novel is going to continue with the same creative team. If they can't bridge it any better than this, all she does is pack her bags. She gets caught leaving by AJ. And then she says, listen, you little punk bitch, I'm out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to find something that's not as dull and drab and boring as you fuckers around here. I'm gone. They couldn't have her, I don't know, leave to go. Let's say it was all set up. You have a story that's going to happen. She couldn't at least have support. AJ was sad but supportive, and she was going to look for family. Like, listen, AJ, I know I was little when this all went down, but I have family out there that I just can't shake this. I got to go out and maybe look. It'd be a little repetitious because we had Michonne do something similar, but at this point, I would take anything other than her being like, listen, bud, you're safe. I'd got to go. You know what I mean? I'm not happy. We'll look through some of it because some of the panels even left me like, who the fuck did they hire? Was this where they threw names in a hat and they just picked a name and they were like, yeah, this person's never done a comic before. Let's just give him a shot. This panel specifically, she's talking to AJ. They do, I don't know. It's like I don't know, like, oh, AJ, and then they just do the panel dark. You can't come with me. Oh, like that's his heart turning black and cold and crumbling apart. She just broke his heart. Now I have to break that promise. No, it's inconsistent character work, and you're going to write it off as breaking a promise. Get the fuck out of here. Anyway, so a zombie comes up behind her. Yeah, look at this. I don't know. You guys can, I don't know. Some of y'all are probably loving it, but try reading this shit. Like, what are we in junior high passing notes? What is this shit? Get a proper letterer and put it in there so we can actually read it. And now that I think about it, I think I know why professional letterers don't do or don't fit styles like this. Because if you took art that looked so shit and you put professional lettering to it, it probably wouldn't mix. You know what I mean? It's probably, the contrast is too heavy. It's probably like, oof, and it really brings out the, imagine professional lettering on this. It really brings out how shit the art is. But anyhow, so a zombie comes up behind her. And this is probably a small thing, but it bugged the fuck out of me. Zombies coming behind her. You can't come with me. She's crying. He's sad. The very next scene is the zombie went to take a nap, I guess, and AJ shot him. The zombie was coming for Clementine, went to take a nap instead, and then AJ was like, bang. What is he shooting at? The zombie's already on the ground. Is this the second shot? Then why isn't there bam bam? And why would the zombie fall from the first shot if it wasn't a kill shot? What kind of sloppy mess is this? This panel alone, and maybe I'm seeing it different. Maybe you're like, oh no, Ronnie, what happened was the zombie tripped. It wasn't in the panel. It wasn't shown. They didn't show a close-up inset panel of a, zombie foot tripping, but the zombie actually tripped. And then AJ was like, oh, I'll just shoot him in the head while he's down. I won't even give him a chance to get up. The zombie's coming for her, and then the next panel, AJ shooting the zombie while the zombie's already on the ground. I don't know, man. This is the logic in this, and this is all throughout in little ways. The look, the visuals, the writing, the character development, the continuation of the character development, or not even the character development. I've talked about this before. It's kind of like character maintenance. I had a good term for it, and I totally forgot what it was, but it's like maintaining the consistent character development and the character traits over a period of time, switching back and forth between different writers even. Obviously, this isn't Robert Kirkman writing this. I hope to God not, because, bro, your vacation, your break from The Walking Dead got you slipping, because this is crazy. Look how big you've gotten, blah, blah, blah. And she's just like, he runs into the woods. That's our AJ. He's like, oh, and runs into the woods, and that's it. We end it there. I guess that's snow. Is it snow? I don't know. They still stuck with the black and white, which I get it. The Walking Dead was in black and white. They're finally putting it continuation in color, but I don't know. This should be in color, but all right, whatever. The original comic is in black and white. It is what it is. So she walks off, and it's Clementine Returns Summer 2022. I personally, I'm not going to go anywhere near it unless it was a mistake. It looks like it's a hefty book. I think I read a advertisement that said it's like 300 pages for like $15. If that's the case, I mean, that's solid for a book that's a good size for a comic book, and it's good price for a comic book. For art of this caliber, for lettering of this caliber, for the story that you're getting, I mean, no, just no. Look at this. And I know art is art is definitely subjective, right? At the same strength, though, and not every artist is going to do a home run. We have our comic book, Doomsday Kingdom, and I'm sure you can scroll through and find a hand or an eye or a panel here, a panel there, a zombie look, a foot, whatever it is. Sure, nothing's going to be perfect, but there's a whole number of pages and images and looks that I stand behind. I didn't draw it, but and it looks fantastic. And other comics that are by indie creators coming out nowadays, I think look amazing. Speaking of drawing, I can't draw for shit. Like, I can't draw to save my life. I used to have a drawing back there, but I can't draw for shit. And I thought about it, and I had a laugh. I can actually draw like this. This is how I draw. And I don't even draw. Like, I haven't drawn in... I mean, I do some sketches for storyboarding and other things that are going on. But if I sat down, that don't even look like AJ. But if I sat down to draw something, this is how I draw. And I maybe I should just do a comic now. I didn't know like this type of art was acceptable. I mean, Jesus, I wouldn't even dream to hand this in. But I think the story is the biggest problem. What was that blue thing on the screen? I think the story's the biggest problem. I know it's a bridge, but it's a comic book. There's no budget. You can be in a forest, a skyscraper. You can be in the forest again. You can be in a skyscraper in New York City where it's falling down. Shit's blowing up. There's no budget. Unless you're in a time frame for what you're drawing, I guess. But that's ridiculous because, everything doesn't have to be like super detailed, clearly. But there's no budget. So why the fuck is your bridge story this special Clementine's first time in the comic universe? Why is it her sneaking out, getting caught, telling him he can't come with her? Oh, you were going to just sneak out, you cold-hearted bitch. You were just gonna leave him? This is like a son to you. This is like a brother to you. This is your best friend. You're his best friend. You're the closest thing he has to family. You are family. You're just gonna leave him? Like you're just out for a day, for a month, forever? I mean, holy fuck. This is, again, body snatchers. The only way this works is if she's a friggin' alien, and that's the big reveal. She's actually leaving because she's going to meet up with other aliens because now that the human race is knocked out, they're locating other settlements and they're going to finish them off. A final wave to kill all the humans. That'd be pretty cool. And the real Clementine's actually in a cocoon, that would actually be a twisted, crazy, cool reveal. She's in a cocoon and she breaks free and she's going to kill the evil alien Clementine. That sounds so ridiculous, but I would almost prefer that. I don't even know. I'm assuming most of y'all read this, but this is what you got. I've known you since you were born, goofball. I know the story, but you don't know what it means. Before we got here, I've lost track of all the times I nearly lost you, and now I'm going to lose you again by my choice. Now I'm in control. I'm out, Bye, motherfucker. What else? All right. All these close calls, getting in here somewhere safe. It's all I've wanted. Okay, she wanted a safe place. Fair enough. And now with the coalition having 2 other settlements around to help, you can have a real life here with good people. The school isn't a hideout anymore. It's a home. Yeah, for both of us. No, I'm out. She's like, no, baby. Baby? I don't know. It's not for me. I don't know how to explain it, but I'm not what? This is how you know when a writer doesn't know how a character can explain it. That's how you know you're in trouble. But she's like, I'm not happy. Ooh, that hurt. I'm not happy, huh? I can't make you happy, goofball. I love you, but no, you can't. She's like, listen, bro. I don't know. That's just crazy. Dom the Bomb. Go follow Dom the Bomb. Fuck, man, that is bad. Where are you going? North. Stashed a car up the road. I don't know. Again, there's no budget. The best they come up with is she's sneaking out. She gets caught. She says, I'm leaving. He cries like a little bitch, runs into the woods, and she's like, la-di-da. She's like a big, look at this. Dun, dun, this is your hero leaving. This is your hero. What was that? Da-da-da, I broke his heart. I'm out. I got my crutches and I'm going to venture off. They couldn't even give her like some sort of functioning, device that way. It didn't seem as ridiculous. We saw people who have both legs and both arms and they're, muscles and healthy and all that other shit, and they have a hard time surviving. But yeah, sure. Okay, little Herschel Jr., good luck. I saw something else over here. What was that? I thought it said something about the creator. About the creator. You're the creator, huh? Is that a little weird? I guess Tilly Walden is a best-selling cartoonist, illustrator from Austin, Texas. I have no fucking hope in this world. There's no faith in this world. Jesus Christ. Never mind. I take everything back. Apparently, if you want to be award-winning, this is what you got to do. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I thought it was trash, and I wasn't even going to make a video. A number of people were messaging me, though, and here you go. You wanted me to just be a negative little bitch about it. Here, I think it looks like trash. It reads like trash. Even for a bridge, not only does it make me immediately forget about this or want to forget about this, but as far as I'm concerned, the video game is its own story for its own character, and I'm not going to continue this story with this character under no circumstance. I'm actually happy that we got this free, technically, preview. Somebody uploaded it on YouTube. We got a free preview, and I know to stay the fuck away from. It'll be best selling anyway. I saw a wave of backlash for this, where fans are just like, "Oh, hold on, this is dog shit." At the end of the day, there's going to be enough of the fanboys that just can't be honest and be like, "Listen, this was bad. This was not good. I mean, this was not good." I don't know what it is, but I guarantee if you had like a private eye investigator break down people's messages behind the scenes, I bet you there's a reason for something like this happening, because there's no way they sat down and they thought, out of everything we can do, this is the way to go. There's no way. There is just no way. I mean, the number one thing you would want to do is make a clean break from the comic without being inconsistent. Not the comic, the video game. Make a clean break, but leave it in some kind of cool, interesting way where AJ is holding it down, but he's supportive of her on this journey or mission or whatever it is, but do it in a more interesting and better and more enjoyable way than that. And then at the same time, some type of artwork that at least kind of pays homage to the game, but is clean and crisp and still enjoyable to look at to some degree. I get it. This is a style that some people are interested in. I mean, I remember I was interested in art like this when I was, in 5th grade too, but sure. But for the going from the game to this, there should have been, I don't know. There had to have been something. I don't even know where to begin, but someone lost a bet. That's all I know. Someone lost a bet, because I don't know how this got made. I don't know. I don't fucking know. This is terrible. You guys give me your thoughts and opinions down below. And as always, I guarantee it's going to be like 95%. This is the greatest shit in the world, man. You don't know what you're talking about. This is the Mona Lisa of art, bro. Yeah, man. All right. Well, you got what you asked for. There you guys go. I guarantee half of y'all that love it won't even buy it when it comes out. You probably didn't even buy this. You probably didn't even know it was out. You watched somebody's upload on YouTube. If you didn't buy it, though, or if you didn't own it, then again, I didn't buy the shit. I guarantee I have a copy waiting for me. I didn't pick up my pull at the comic shop, but I guarantee I got a copy waiting for me. And I'm just hoping they're not mad, because I'm giving it back. I'm not paying a cent for this. Anyway, I'm out of here. Thoughts and opinions in the comment box. I'm done talking. It's your turn. I'm done bitching and moaning and complaining. Oh, boy. Oh, man. I watched Suicide Kings just a little bit. I was doing some work, and part of it came on. And I was looking for a file, and there was a low-res file. I was like, what was that? And it was when I was getting Suicide Kings ready for a review a couple years ago. That was really enjoyable. I actually sat back at 40 minutes and was like, yo, all right, I dig this. Suicide Kings is kind of like a mafioso love story. It's 90s schlock, but it was fun. It was fun. Anyway, I'm out. Bye.